My name's Hussein the Brain. You're watching the very first fantasy basketball episode of The Couch for 2012. Thanks for tuning in. On the line, we got Matt Bohannon. He's going to be answering your guys' fantasy basketball questions. He is the fantasy basketball guru here on The Couch. Let's jump right into it. We have 2 email questions. The first one is from Brian. He asks, is Baron Davis worth a pickup?
Yeah, I think Baron Davis is definitely worth a pickup in all leagues. Once he's fully healthy and shakes a little rust, I suspect they're going to slide Shumpert over to the 2 and bring Fields and Landry off the bench, leaving plenty of minutes for Baron Davis to run the show.
Our next email question is from Shelly. She asks, when should I pick up Brook Lopez? Will Lopez put up similar numbers like he did the past 2 years?
If Brook Lopez is still available in your league, the time is now to go ahead and pick him up and stash him on your bench. He's going to pay huge dividends for you down the road, putting up over 20 points a game, high percentage shots, more familiar with Deron Williams running the show, and I think he's going to grab closer to 8 boards a game, his usual 2 blocks.
Okay, so you're saying you should pick up Brook Lopez now, even if you don't have an IR spot?
Yeah, absolutely.
Now on to our Rotonocom questions for this video. First Rotonocom question. Should I trade Serge Ibaka away?
If you've got Serge Ibaka and are a little frustrated with him, I wouldn't just give him away. He still holds a lot of value as he can win you in the blocks category alone. High percentage shots, decent boards. So if you're looking for somebody who has more offensive upside, make sure you get full value for him in a trade.
So if you're playing in a category league, try holding on to Ibaka. Second question. In a head-to-head dynasty, should I go with Jennings or Rubio?
In a dynasty league, Jennings is nice, but if you have the chance to grab Ricky Rubio, go ahead and do it. That's a guy you're going to be able to plug into your starting point guard spot for the next 10 years and forget about.
And our third Rotonocom question, with fantasy points scoring in a keeper league where I get to keep 4 players, should I send Rudy Gay and Kyle Lowry to receive Zach Randolph, Mike Conley, and Landry Fields?
I think you'd be on the losing end if you sent Rudy Gay and Kyle Lowry for basically Zach Randolph in a trade. As your current keepers stand now, you have Gallinari, Rudy Gay, Blake Griffin, and Andrew Bogut, which is pretty solid. But if you trade Rudy Gay and Kyle Lowry, 2 potential keepers for Zach Randolph, you're not only taking back an injured player, but one who's also older. I would also highly consider keeping Kyle Lowry over Andrew Bogut, less injury prone, and he's a guy you want to use as a cornerstone for your franchise.
And last but not least, let's go to our Twitter question. Is it time to sell Nowitzki?
I can definitely understand frustrations with Dirk Nowitzki this year, as he's been definitely underproducing as far as fantasy goes. But I suspect that's more due to the Dallas Mavericks being very careful with their vets, preserving them for a big playoff push than lack of ability on Dirk's side. If you're absolutely looking to move him, he's going to be hard to trade right now, as he is currently on at least a 4-game absence. Also, you probably spent a first round, maybe a high second round pick on him. Unless you can get first round value for him, I would hang on to him and let him do his thing for you the second half of the season.
Okay, guys, you heard it from the fantasy basketball guru himself. Those are his answers. Keep sending us the questions. Make sure you follow us on Twitter @FantasyCouch and like us on Facebook. That's facebook.com/FB Fantasy Couch.